Hello everyone, welcome back to Injustice the Rift Tracks. I'm Drunken Dan.
Arm Train, Sabre's here again.
Yes, I'm here this time.
So a friend of mine pointed out something a bit funny about Atlantis' design.
Oh.
Aquaman has aquariums.
Yes, he does.
Isn't that just basically fish jail?
Yes. He litters his throne with fish jail.
Like, what the fuck? What did they do, Arthur?
What do they even need the aquariums for? Just be like, okay, just stay there.
For fish jail.
To be fair, it's the Atlantis from the version where we have where we have like a fascist Superman and Captain and Aquaman went along with it. In fact, everybody with superpowers went along with it. I think we've seen everybody now. We can let the cat out of the bag. All the characters with superpowers became fucking evil.
The Catwoman out the bag.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
So everyone with
they're like,
superpowers
"Oh,
became
Christ,
evil.
we're these guys."
Everyone who didn't have superpowers other than Robin, became good. So Robin
but-
is evil, but
Yeah,
everyone
but
else.
Robin is Damian Wayne, so he's evil in the main timeline.
This is true.
So it's not even like
He's evil just by existing.
he's not even out of character.
He's the most in character person here, and I don't think it was on that. And I don't think it's on purpose either.
I mean... Oh! Sabo! You might not be aware that there was apparently last year there was a change in Carol Danvers' backstory.
I am sort of kind of remember that, but
Where they changed her
Flew over
into
my head.
a half Cree. I want you to take a guess as to what her Cree name is.
Vers.
No,
Okay,
it's Carol.
of course.
It's spelled,
But-
if I
Well,
remember,
I'm
it's
glad- I'm glad the
C-A-R-R.
movie didn't do that.
Oh wait, you put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, C-A-R-R-E-I-L-L. Sorry.
More importantly, the hyphen after
Yeah.
between the tar and the
Now,
L.
I'll be fair, it's similar to Marvel, but it is funny. What was it? I told you about this before, too. Apparently, after Carol Danvers became a thing in comics, they decided to change Supergirl's identity last name to be fucking Danvers.
Yeah, it's like they're just trying to one-up each other at this point.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. My favorite part,
dumb.
too, was the interview about, like the interview where the guy's talking about the new origins. Like, no, it's not a reinvention of Carol Danvers, except for it's literally a reinvention.
It's just blatant theft of Superman.
I'm surprised they didn't get sued for that.
I mean,
With how much... it's not close enough. It's close as fuck. But it's like that legal, like, gray area where, like, you look at it, it's like, well,
it's that legal grey area that Japanese JoJo's Bizarre Adventure dwells in every day.
kinda, but not really. Because that's a whole other system, and that's just literally like, we're just gonna name our character Vanilla Ice.
But does he do a rap though?
No.
He raps around the room.
Yeah,
Do they break into a random dance club and he decides to sing a song for them?
no.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just part 5.
Go Jojo, go Jojo, go.
Gojo.
That's how the final fight with Dio goes.
Yeah, basically.
And then Dio kicks with his bad leg. It's still stupid.
I mean, Jonathan's bad leg.
Yeah, you're right.
Poor Jonathan. Forever now known just as Dio.
Oh
Just
yeah.
as Dio, except
Here's where apparently Joker immediately knows about the Batman insurgents, knows how they power up, and immediately gets together the Joker gang together. Just immediately has all this. Like, has only been here for maybe like an hour, but he already knows everything that's going on and knows how to manipulate it for his own weird schemes.
he figured out how to pull Harvey Dent strings and like within 5 minutes of meeting him. So
It's dumb
this is
then
what Joker
too.
does.
I never understood that meeting where it's like, yeah, I'm the guy who ruined your life and horribly scarred your face and killed your girlfriend, but you're not really mad at me. You're mad at everyone else. And it's
You're
like,
right.
Joker.
no, I'm pretty sure I'm mad at you, but you're right.
You
And
know
it's
what?
like the Joker is to blame for everything, but it's not his fault. He's just he's just crazy, and it's like, What?
But it's really the other people that let him do it.
That's why I need to kill this child, Batman! It's the only way I get justice!
You must kill children, Batman. Otherwise, you can.
Killmonger told me it was okay.
No, see, what happened was he just really wanted to kill somebody, but he has to do the stupid coin thing, and everyone kept getting heads.
So he
And
cheated.
he's like, so he's like, all right, finally, man, maybe this kid will get hit. Oh, finally, Tails. Oh, it's a kid. Well, I guess I'll have to kill him anyway.
Ah, fuck.
Oh yeah. Remember when he cheated with the car ride one, where he's just like, "Oh, I lost the coin flip. I'm just gonna shoot this person instead. I technically didn't kill you. The car
Well,
did."
no, he shot his driver, and
Yes, the car crash killed him.
Yeah, but I mean, the driver failed the coin toss, so it's not like it still technically counts as part of his rules.
It's just
You know.
cheating. It's just not cricket.
Well, Ball Girl's fucking dead now.
Well, nothing of value was lost.
You know, I'll never
Just
understand
fucking
one
die
thing.
anyway.
One thing I'll never understand about the end of the fights in Injustice 1 or 2 is how after the last round, when you knock them out, they get back up. I just don't like that.
Cutscene power. It's cutscene power. It's like all those
No,
times.
no, not the cutscene power thing. I'm talking about even just in a regular fight where they get up and they go into that losing stance.
Well, yeah, because you didn't use a fatality on them, so it doesn't count.
There's no fatalities in this game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
can
no,
die.
there is one.
There's one. Yeah, exactly. Superman's like, I'm gonna use a fatality. Okay, I can kill him.
No, we'll talk about that later. This
But
is
yeah.
so dumb. I forgot about these stupid ass fucking mini
I mean,
games
Superman. Well,
where they just
Superman
make you
already
like
fatality'd somebody.
where they just
He
make you hit like a
fatality'd the Joker in the opening scene.
Hey, hush for a second. I forgot about these stupid fucking mini games where they make you hit like square repeatedly until you finally fucking lose, and then it's like, all right, we ended our fun mini game. Now you could play the video game.
Well, I'm glad they let us play the video game.
I'm glad they don't have these in Injustice 2, because they are such a waste of fucking time.
No, they just have a whole slew of other problems instead.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We'll come to those. By the way, I forgot, but what was it? The way Damian kills Dick, it was a really stupid accident. I think he literally just falls and breaks his neck. It's something
Oh, wow.
stupid.
He got Zorro. So he got Zorro's girlfriended.
Oh, right, the One Piece Zorro.
Yes, that one.
Where it's, I always love that backstory where it's like everyone else is like something tragic or related to a villain, and with Zorro it's just like, nope, she just tripped and died.
She tripped and died. Well, because it was like they were supposed to be like these epic sword fighters, except one day she just tripped and fell and broke her neck and died. And he's like, oh man, that's all it takes. That could happen to me one day.
I'm gonna go and become a pirate.
I like how that's how somebody dies. Meanwhile, this series has people like get blown up, holes thrown through them. It's like, wait, hold on. There's a little bit of an inconsistency in what kills people here.
I mean,
Well, you can bleed 5 gallons. Of
no,
blood
it is
and
pretty
still somehow be
consistent.
okay.
It's pretty consistent to what kills people in One Piece. Flashbacks.
Unless you're Ace.
He's right.
Unless you're Ace or Whitebeard.
Yeah, well. Then they'll reveal the whole series was just a flashback.
As
true.
Luffy is flipping through magazines that are called One Piece, and it's just a bunch of One Piece swimsuits.
Yeah, that is what that's one of the primary theories as to what the One Piece actually is.
Just Luffy flipping through a magazine at One Piece swimsuit. He's like, man, it'd be cool if I was a pirate.
By the
Alright,
way,
back to
I
work.
like that line there. We're outnumbered when they literally still have the numbers with their stupid fucking shock troopers.
No, but they're outnumbered though.
The writing in this game is so good.
Thanks for showing up so fast, Bats.
I've never seen such quality writing.
Anyone up for pancakes?
I have. It's called DMC Devil May Cry.
Why does she hate pancakes? What are you playing at, Harleen?
That was
It's
a
called the
joke.
Arrowverse.
Mr. J.
No, because this gave Stephen Arnell a chance. This game gave Stephen Arnell more of a chance. Arnell more of a chance to like have fun. than like 7 years of Arrow has done.
Yeah.
that's true.
Okay. No, actually, no. To be fair, Injustice 1 doesn't really get them let him have fun. It's Injustice 2 where he gets to have fun.
He's not in Injustice 2. I thought he was only
He's not in
exclusively in.
Injustice.
Yeah, he's only in Injustice 1.
Oh, well, he
No,
doesn't
there's
really.
a skin from Injustice 1 where he's becomes the TV Arrow, complete with the actor voicing him.
To free your
Is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But like he doesn't really make jokes in the story.
He
I know,
does.
and yet he still has more fun than he was being an Arrow.
You know, my
It's
other
okay though.
the other
it's
fun
done.
thing. The other fun thing that yeah, we talked about that last week. The other fun thing about this game though is when the cutscenes decide to just chug. Even though this is a PS3 game being played on a PS4, and it chugged on the PS3 as well, but it's chugging here on the PS4. It's even funnier when you consider that Injustice 2's cutscenes run perfectly fine.
no risk to an away team. Good.
Like, how did they manage to make this so crappily optimized twice?
NetherRealms.
That's true.
So I need I say more?
No. Like, there won't even be, like, anything complicated going on in the cutscene, and then all of a sudden, frame rate. Oh, yeah, to further iron it home, the whole idea of people with superpowers are the bad guys, and the ones without are the good guys, is they make Deathstroke become a hero.
Oh, good old Deathstroke the Terminator.
But
One of my favorite jokes I love to steal all the time is someone asking, "What exactly is a Deadpool?" A place where you can practice your Deathstroke. I know. It's
Oh,
like,
shit, I
man,
get to play as Green Arrow.
Yes.
correct- Yay! It's OG Hawkeye.
It's
Well, I think Hawkeye technically predates him, but he was still a villain. He was made a hero after Green Arrow was introduced.
I don't think he does, but I will check.
Arrow. Pretty sure
Yeah.
Green Arrow raised Hawkeye by a very long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Green Arrow was
Decade
like
or more.
I thought Green Arrow was like pretty old.
just double check it.
Yeah.
Hawkeye didn't show up until the 60s.
Lois's heartbeat. When she and the baby died, Metropolis died with them.
Green Arrow first appearance 1941.
I like this.
Yeah.
Superman was vulnerable, probably for the first time in his life. That is a fucking lie! Get the fuck out of here.
Hawkeye was 1964.
Okay.
So about 20 years difference.
Yeah, just a bit. But I still, you heard what I just fucking said, right? That line. They're
Yeah.
talking about like Lois and the baby in Metropolis getting exploded, and they're like, "Oh, Superman was vulnerable, probably for the first time in his life." No, that proves to me, without beyond a shadow of a doubt, they don't know shit about Superman, let alone Wonder Woman or half of these.
I'm pretty
fucking
sure they
characters.
do. They just didn't care.
No, they don't.
I mean, there's a regular universe where everything is going fine. They're just like, well, we need an excuse for Superman to be the bad guy so we can have a fighting game.
Just like have Lex Luthor like brain swap with him or something.
Oh, everybody does that.
Now everyone does this fucking Superman is evil story. Literally, you like going through comics and fucking stories, you could like trip and die over all the fucking Superman is evil now stories.
You know, I'll never
And
understand.
only like 2 of them are any good.
You know what I will never understand.
What?
Yeah.
Why Guy Ritchie of all people is in charge of the live action Aladdin movie.
Who is that?
Exactly.
I'm not even
Oh, I
trying to be
know.
funny. I don't know.
Guy
They
Ritchie.
hate us.
Guy Ritchie's the guy who did the most famous movies I can think of that you guys would know was the 2 Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies.
Okay, real quick. I just want to point out how stupid this is. So they go into the room to fight. Hawkeye, not Hawkeye, fucking hell. Green Arrow takes on Grundy while Wonder Woman's fighting Killer Frost. Call me crazy, but I feel like they should switch their dance partners.
I mean, you'd think so, but
Oh yeah, I forgot! This is NetherRealms, where Wonder Woman can't overpower Sinestro, a man that she can easily overpower. Because,
I
you
mean-
know, this isn't sexist or anything.
Sinestro got his face punched in by Guy Gardner who didn't even have a power ring.
Yup.
Just sat there going, I can't believe you're beating me up. Fucking Sinestro.
By the way, it's another one of those mini games. This time I shoot Grundy with arrows.
boy.
But Grundy's how would that even affect Grundy? He's
Well,
like
you
an immortal zombie thing, I think.
Well, you
I
see,
don't know, they
well, you
never-
see,
never
well,
really-
you see. Clearly, the reason is because a man shooting it. See, if Wonder Woman just punched him with her arms, that just wouldn't be strong enough. Because
Oh, that's right. Green Arrow does have a superpower. It's called the patriarchy.
yeah.
That's right.
The greatest power of them all.
And unfortunately, Wonder Woman has one of those filthy vaginas, so she can't
Rivaled,
do it.
rivaled only by white privilege.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, maybe if Wonder Woman, like, you know, I don't know where I was going with this.
Relatable.
I thought I'd have something, and I realized, not worth it.
It's fine, I get it. Also, Killer Frost, Solomon Grundy, sir not appearing in the sequel. By the way,
Yeah.
for those of you who are like, oh, are they all dead? No.
There's,
Not all of them.
they're in prison or something. Or just, I don't know.
They all died.
They were busy when Brainiac was destroying the world, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Well, no, they couldn't have Killer Frost because if they had an ice character, then they couldn't have Sub-Zero be DLC later.
That's right. They had to have Captain Cold instead because, Flash TV. I guess.
Captain Cold's not in Injustice too.
Yes, he is.
Oh wait, yeah, it's my bad. Yeah, she has some great lines.
Oh, there we go. We get some snark with Green Arrow. Oh, and now here's where one of them will lose a sword fight to Killer Frost of all fucking people. Gotta have the man clean it up.
Yeah, well, that's because Killer Frost was trained by the Master Swordsman.
Listen,
Sub-Zero.
I'll think of Sub-Zero.
like literally, she sat there fighting like Wonder Woman for like an hour, won, and then she walks up the fucking lantern and gets like slapped with the fucking bow, and then they start having the gameplay fight. Like to give you an idea, I'm sticking to my fucking accusations here, because everything they're showing me is further confirming my belief.
Should have had Dante from the Devil May Cry series show up.
Yeah, we can't have fun things.
Oh.
This is injustice, you fucko. We get poorly written renditions of the characters and sexism. That's what we get.
So we get Resident Evil, gotcha.
But patriarchy.
Man. Well, for now we've had all the big releases of 2019. What even is left to come out?
You know, that's a good point. On the
Video
plus side,
game
because there's
wise,
so
I
many
mean.
things that have come out, I still have a lot that I can purchase later.
Because, like, I guess me and Saber have Super Robot Wars T in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah, I do want to get
Yeah.
that, too. Because I'll probably get the Switch version.
Same.
And now...
So about that Switch version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out they don't actually have a Hong Kong store set up
Yeah.
in Southeast Asia, so you can't get any of the DLC.
Frosty.
Oh.
How's Grundy? Weightless.
Okay.
What was the
they
DLC
dropped-
anyway?
Grundy's a zombie.
A bunch of stages and also early guest spensed.
Long before Super-
Yeah, I guess Spence sucks though.
I mean, you'll get it in the game anyway. Just if you get the DLC, you get it early.
Oh, is it like in V where there's that one stage where it's like, oh hey look, it's two random characters, but they've got the Grungust and the Hyukbine.
Probably.
Maybe what I'll do is, I'll either still get the Switch one, or I can just swap to one of the other versions. Not a big deal.
So yeah, so they took about $10 off the Switch version because they realized they're not going to be able to get the DLC.
You know, that's not bad. $10 off is pretty good. I'll think about it.
These duplicates.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Which one I would prefer.
Well,
Like,
apparently they just realized this like 2 days ago,
Ah.
because they spent the whole time advertising codes, and they're like, wait, Southeast Asia doesn't have a Nintendo eShop. So how do we get the stuff? I don't know.
We don't.
We don't.
That means all those codes they've got in the cases shipping.
Our back cave,
Must be all completely worthless then.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh well. As I said, I'm not too fussed about not getting a Gespenst because it is
Well,
useful
you get it
for
anyway. You just won't get it until stage 30 instead of stage 2.
it is useful for one thing,
The cave walls are injected with lead.
Kicking.
and screaming very loudly.
It's not even that Gespens. It's the one that Gilliam uses with the gun.
So it's just a lame Gespenst with a lame character who just kind of does things and never explains anything
Yeah, except he's not the one piloting it this time. It's some random original character.
until it is Gilliam.
No.
Until we reveal we're all Gilliam or Ing.
Well, they can't just justify him being in any game with like, oh yeah, I got lost, like Masaki does.
I mean, they just justify it being in every game anyway. Because isn't it meant to be the same Gilliam in every game?
Yeah, but ever since he got to OG verse, he's like, okay, I'll stay here for now, and he stopped making other appearances since then.
Wait, hold on. I just realized they said I need the DNA from Superman's closest friends. I'm like, yeah, Aquaman, one of his closest friends.
I mean, I guess
What's he gonna trust it to Jimmy Olsen?
yeah, he's gonna have to go and get the DNA of Jimmy fucking Olsen.
Yeah.
No. You see, it has to be Aquaman because all of Superman's regular friends are dead.
Hands on the scanners.
You know, they all exploded with Metropolis.
This is true.
Yeah.
Man, what a
it's
miserable
like
experience.
Superman's closest friends who are left.
What about miserable experience to have your only living friend is Jimmy Olsen?
I like how Green Arrow got the yellow one. And they make a gag about where he like puts his hand away. He's like yellow, but I'm kind of like, man, wouldn't it be kind of funnier if they swapped it with where fucking Green Lantern has the yellow one?
But his powers don't work on yellow.
That's the joke.
Yeah, no.
What a silly weakness.
Speaking of yellow, oh wait, no, that's just that asshole and fucking fake Wonder Woman. I'm forgetting his name. Black Adam.
Oh, Black Adam.
Oh, now it's time for Green Arrow to overpower Wonder Woman. But then again, I think that we've already taken that thing that makes us on par with him. I
The
think.
nanomachines, son.
I think it is actually.
It is nanomachines.
I think Ed Boon was playing a little bit of Metal Gear 4.
We're all Senator Armstrong now.
How'd that work, nanomachines?
Well, he got his heart cut. Well, we got his heart cut out. But I'm pretty sure Raiden had some nanomachines somewhere,
Probably.
hiding them up his butt.
Probably somewhere. Maybe his armor was also made out of maybe the robot cybernetics were made out of like nanomachines. Maybe it's a nanomachine casing.
Maybe Blade Wolf was a nanomachine all along.
So
Da
it's
da da.
nanomachines with the nanomachines.
Da
Yeah.
da da.
So this is a flashback within a flashback within a flashback?
Yes.
Sounds like a Kingdom Hearts plot.
What if just a pancake has uploaded anything recently?
Not recently. Not since the prophecy
Since
video.
he's like, oh yeah, I called all that.
I mean, like I said, it's not exactly difficult to figure out what Xehanort and Sora are going to say to each other. When it literally does boil down to light, Keyblade, darkness,
Keyblade.
heart.
Keyblade. Keyblade. Keyblade.
What a nice fellow.
I love how
Darkness,
that's all he
light,
said.
Darkness, light, darkness. But why? But why darkness? I like
Right.
darkness. Okay.
Almost word for word, exactly what he says.
You know, I'll be fair about this moment where it literally takes all three of these assholes to just hold Captain Atom down. Not Captain Atom, fucking Black Adam.
Could also be Captain Adam.
Yeah, but I don't think he's in this game.
No,
Captain
no,
Adam.
Captain Adam, not Captain Atom.
Oh,
No one cares about. No one cares about Captain Atom.
he just shows up and tells you can't use your equipment.
Yeah.
All the people with superpowers are defeated. Now Green Arrow must fight Black Adam, someone he's totally on par with.
No, what happened? That Superman calls him Captain Adam, because then he's the only one who can strip Batman of all of his gadgets. It's not the time to use that now, Bruce.
That's not the time to use that, Bruce. What? No.
No! 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 No!
You know what I'm glad is slowly becoming a meme?
What?
But
The ending of Devil May Cry 3 has Dante and Virgil have this most childish sort of final conversation of all time, where Dante's all, where Virgil's like, "Give me that amulet." "No way, you got your own." "Yeah, but I want yours too." I love how fucking
And
childish
yet,
that is.
it's so childish, yet it's still less childish than the fucking Dante ones.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you! My penis is bigger.
But they're twins.
My penis is bigger. Fucking.
Yeah.
You know, I will say one thing. Green Arrow is fun to play as. I will say that. And,
It's
at
because
least
he's
it's
basically a guy who main Taskmaster in MVC3. Name of Hawkeye!
Even with Luthor, we don't have the resources to build a new one.
MVC3, I miss you. You were a good game.
We missed good games. Maybe we got MVC4.
Now with X-Men. Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat, Marvel's Capcom, the X-Men edition.
yeah, now you can have X-Men again because Disney owns them now.
Now we know. Now people remember who Magneto is.
Isn't that weird? No one knows who Magneto is, even though, like, 2 years later, they then released a bunch of Magneto merchandise.
It's not just functions versus functions.
See, nobody
still-
cares about Magneto. They care about the stuff in the movies.
They care about the important stuff, like Spencer from fucking Bionic Commando.
Bionic arm.
That's the character everybody really wants.
My favorite thing is always to take MCU movies with Cap and then just throw in Marvel vs. Capcom voice lines as he smashes his shield into Iron Man's face.
Stars and
and
stripes!
stripes.
Thor's a tripe! Charging Star! Shield Slash!
I mean, people have
he's-
probably already done that, so...
They have. I love them when they do it.
Final Justice!
Web swing.
Web Swing!
It's like adding Shocker to the Spider-Man game.
Get back here, Shocker!
It always goes to that.
Just because why wouldn't it? It's one of the best
Why wouldn't
things
it?
ever.
It's truly Prince Eric's best voice acting ever.
Yes.
So they managed to get Cyborg into the bad universe.
Of course they did.
Yeah, well. It's not like he's got to worry about being in a good Teen Titans cartoon anymore.
Well, it's the same guy, so, you know.
Yeah, I know. That makes it even more depressing.
Yeah,
He's just like, yeah, I'll do that.
it's
Yeah,
like
sure.
it's the Cyborg voice actor.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
one from the not quite anime show.
I find whenever who did he voice? Sorry,
The anime.
no, what it cut out? Which
So it's
character?
not quite anime, but it's basically anime.
Yeah, but who did he voice?
It's Cyborg.
Yeah, I know that, but who is the other thing he voiced? You're saying?
I didn't. I was just saying he's from that one show that was basically anime.
Oh, you're just talking about the Teen Titans show. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also the voice actor that it seems like every cartoon gets in when they're like, we need a person to play a black superhero. Here, bring him in. He's a good actor though, but it just keeps happening.
He's a good actor, but you could always tell it's him.
Well, it's
By the way, I like this little glitch that happened. I'll have to timestamp it later for you guys to see it. The fucking super for Deathstroke glitched out and he hit me even though he shouldn't have.
I mean, it's either you get him or you get Phil Lamar.
Or Kevin Michael Richardson.
Nah.
If you want to be, you know, pretentious, sure. That's a joke. I like his work. Ugh.
Pleasure's all mine, slave.
I remember this actually reminds me because Teen Titans Go, when they made the Justice League versus Teen Titans animated movie, they got a different voice cast than the one that were in Go, and they were all ticked off because like, well, we're the ones who voiced them for the longest time. It's like, yeah, but you're voicing Teen Titans Go version.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's
You're,
true.
you're voicing the comedy version.
I mean, if they really want... I mean, having watched Justice League versus Teen Titans, if they
I haven't
really...
watched it.
I
It's
have.
like except the flashback. In the flashback, they actually use the Young Justice voices for a lot of them.
Well, yeah, they've been using the Young Justice voices for a lot of the characters lately.
Well, I mean,
They're already on
but,
hand, why
but
not?
not the main
Yeah.
characters because they have to have celebrities.
Yeah, kind of like, what was it? The Batman Ninja Turtles movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I know the Turtles specifically are all voiced by celebrities.
I don't see why. It's not like the Turtles even have, like, significant, like, voices that people associate with them. They have a theme song that we associate with them, but that's about it.
I mean, usually usually it depends, because, like, I don't know, I associate them kind of with the original ones, or the Nickelodeon ones, because I just don't hear the 4Kids ones in my head when I see them. I mean, it's fine, I was just pointing out that, they had celebrities for their voices, and they sound fine.
At ease, Cyborg.
Batman. I mean, Jesse McCartney does Nightwing and Robin and Young Justice, and he's kind of a celebrity, or at least he used to be.
It's a long.
Now, yeah, it's the voice of Roxas.
Wait, who does he do? Sorry, I was a cutscene.
He does Dick Grayson and Young Justice.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know, now I can hear it. Now I can fucking hear it. The Roxas voice.
Both the kid
You're
version
just
and-
kind of flashing back to all those times that Dick Grayson is talking about hearts and darkness and light and Sora.
No, just hearing his voice.
I know.
All right, let's rev up your transporter. Fix the
Well,
laser in our dimension.
Now they have Cyborg on the team, so they recruited yet another non-powered hero. It's like,
Yeah,
actually,
We have
that's not.
Cyborg, who is not voiced by the Teen Titans guy because he does other characters.
No, he is actually voiced by the Teen Titans guy in this game,
Oh,
and
I thought
also
you
in
meant in
Injustice 2 as
I thought
well.
I thought you meant in Young Justice.
No,
No,
in Young Justice he isn't.
No,
Yeah,
Young
you-
Justice he isn't because that guy's too busy being Black Lightning and Aqualad.
Yeah.
But hey, he gave us that incredible line. He's like, "You've never had Black Lightning before,"
I mean,
as he blasts Livewire.
We'll have to wait.
I mean,
Batman.
So you know,
that's
Of course it is.
they knew what they were doing.
they know exactly what they're doing. They're like we're streaming now. We can do all kinds of violence
Once you go Black Lightning, you never
and
go.
brutal deaths and sex jokes and
You just have to get Batman.
Instead of it just being
Sex-
innuendos.
instead of it just being innuendos, now they're actually like show him like in bed.
Leave that to me.
In your endo.
I'll take the telephone.
Except I don't think they've actually cursed it or used any profanity for some reason.
I get him to trick their records.
Because profanity is for fucking idiots, that's why.
You and me, working
You know,
together.
but I mean, they did have like people get horrifically killed on screen.
I do enjoy horrifying murders.
Need someone shadowing you.
Maybe I'll finally give Young Justice a try.
But you will follow my.
Yeah, Young
Except
Justice
for
is
the
really
past.
good.
Yeah, I've never thought it wasn't. I never was under the impression it wasn't good. I just.
It was
never
the
got
last.
around
That's fair. It was the last show I watched on cable, and after when they canceled it, that was actually when I unplugged my cable box.
This isn't my first drop. I know the plan.
Like as soon as they canceled it, I was like, well, nothing on TV for me anymore.
Well, guess I'll die now.
I downloaded
I mean, there's shows that are on TV that I watch, but now I just get them online.
a couple times. Don't expect any warm.
Because I mean, why
What you're
not?
saying is you're a filthy pirate.
No, he just says he waits for the Netflix streaming service.
Exactly. As soon as they're put on the official streaming services, then I watch them.
The completely legitimate thing. That's why everyone is going to buy into Disney Plus.
Exactly.
Everyone.
The
That's,
mouse will control all.
no, that's a lie, because no one's going to fucking buy it.
You sick or something?
The mouse will control all.
No. Fine.
You will buy that service, Train,
You still on
No.
tonight?
or else Disney's Secret Service will come after you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've said enough things to get that to happen anyway, right?
Yeah, we've had some.
Well, they haven't achieved total control yet, but once they do, you know, they'll be coming for you.
We only haven't.
Bring it.
You're one of them.
But yeah, like it's such a bad, especially since like after they cancelled all of the Netflix shows, and then they're like, yeah, we're not going to do anything like those shows on our service. So it's like, okay, so the entire crowd that you just alienated for no reason, you're not even going to offer them an alternative. You're just
Nope.
kicking them to the curb to say,
Actually, I think they're going on Hulu.
are they? I thought they were shit-canning the whole thing because they were going to do their Disney Plus streaming service. It was exclusively for their content and nothing else.
Because they own Hulu as well, don't forget. Because I think I heard Hulu is where they're going. Which is why I think it's kind of funny that they did it, because it's like, why don't you just put your shit on Hulu? You already have it. You already have an interface there in a marketplace.
Probably
It seems kind of pointless to me.
Probably because the Netflix movies came out as a part of a sort of long-standing. Remember, like the whole Avengers thing was in the works before Disney had bought Marvel.
That is true.
Would have been
I
interesting.
wasn't sure if it was going to work.
Yeah, well, they only really had like those two two things what they had, which was Iron Man and Hulk.
And they didn't really have much of like a script for Iron Man when they did it. Apparently, like some days when they came to shoot, they had like no
I'm
script.
still turned on.
Well, no, they did. It's just that Robert Downey Jr. was like, no, we're going to improvise it.
No. Sometimes they would literally just not have a script.
And then that one time they did have a script, and it was garbage because it was by Shane Black.
So it was like they improvised a lot of it, and like apparently Robert Downey Jr. was like, look, I'll just say whatever I think, and you'll just play off of me. And Jeff Bridges was like, okay.
Oh yeah, here's where Cyborg and Cyborg have a hacking war.
Did they put on cool sunglasses and trench coats to do it?
No, but they should.
Oh, you think that
Yeah.
should be a rule?
Do they grab each other's fists and then glare at each other angrily like Vision and Ultron do?
They're just slamming their hands on these holographic pads, and
They
then they
need
both.
more. They need more keyboards. Damn it!
Yeah, I know.
Like men.
God, if you're not gonna go like completely ridiculous with hacking in movies,
Speaking of Marvel, before we get off topic. So
Yeah.
the new Avengers trailer came out today.
yeah, I haven't watched it.
Neither have I. I don't really watch trailers too much.
Well,
Any-
you didn't. Well, actually, you didn't miss anything because it's mostly just flashbacks from other movies.
Oh, so it's not really. It's not really
They really don't want to show anything.
so it's not a trailer then, is it? It's just the hey,
No,
look,
it's,
other movies happened.
it's mostly just like flashbacks from other movies and like what I think is scenes from maybe the first 20 minutes of the film, and that's literally it. They're like literally they if they could get away with just a black screen that says "Come see the movie, it will be good." That's what they would put out. They don't want to give away anything.
I mean, and then they already have because of Downcoming.
Well, I know that, but I mean, they're any more than that. Like they're not showing. Like,
And also, like,
Thanos
isn't like
or,
surely nobody actually believes that people who died in Infinity War are gonna stay dead forever.
There are people.
no.
Like they couldn't even keep the lie where they just came out where like after Infinity War, yeah, everything that happened is like legit. It's not gonna change. And then like a few months and then like a few weeks later, well, okay, maybe we exaggerated when we said that all of the changes were going to be absolute, but
And
it's
then
like,
they fucking
why
revealed
lie?
fucking Spider-Man.
Why lie? Why not just come out and say it? We know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. You're not fooling anyone.
The people who aren't familiar with comic books were actually kind of surprised, and that's what I think is really funny. It's like, how do you guys not know this? Don't you guys remember the stupid Death for Superman shit?
Cyborg tried to hack my
We've been down this road so many times.
It's
Oh
just,
no.
it's just the movies didn't do it until now. Now the movies are starting to do comic book bullshit of kill a character, bring him back.
God, I can't wait till we start doing all of the dumb shit we get to a Clone Saga movie.
Uh-oh. Is Shazam questioning things? Uh-oh.
Shazam.
Okay, he was still called Captain Marvel at this time period, but we're just gonna call him Shazam for the sake of ease.
Kira, don't you know what Curiosity did to the cat, Shazam?
I think they call him Shazam even in the game.
He likes to say the word Shazam.
No, well, I mean, I think he goes by the name Shazam in game too. You know, because that was when they had to switch over.
See, this is the first time they were clever in this entire thing, where Deathstroke set up traps to deal with the superpowered people, like he would.
So what you're saying is he's basically Fred from Scooby-Doo.
New canon. This version is the dark future. This is the dark future of Scooby-Doo, where all the other Mystery Inc. people were killed by fascist Superman, and Fred became this universe's version of Deathstroke.
Wouldn't Shaggy be the only survivor then?
No, Shaggy went off to fight Jiren.
Yeah, come on. Didn't you fucking watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, obviously.
So don't you know that's the next arc for Dragon Ball Heroes?
You fight Shaggy.
Jiren versus Shaggy.
Yeah. Almost a certainty at this point.
I was gonna go with Jiren.
I know, sounds kind of boring to me too.
No.
You know, I forgot how like annoying Deathstroke is as I'm laying him, because you could just sit here and spam.
I thought you meant annoying like a character, because I'm pretty sure that's Deadpool.
Well, Deadpool's also in a game where there's a lot of like movement options, so it doesn't really matter. There's not as many movement options in a fucking Injustice. What do you think this is? A non-fucking NetherRealms fighting game?
My dad was watching Deadpool on TV, and he was like baffled by the whole thing.
I mean,
until I explained to him that the whole joke of Deadpool is that he knows he's a comic book character. Because he was like, why is he talking like he's actually in a movie? And I'm like, well, because that's his thing.
Because he is.
Like, what? Why?
Because Rob Liefeld.
He's like they've never been that meta before, and I'm like, no, that's the whole point of the character, is that he knows he's in a comic book because he's crazy.
Because Rob Liefeld committed a really blatant act of plagiarism, and they had to salvage it somehow.
Yeah, years later, a comedian got a hold of writing him, and then wrote him as the Deadpool that we all know now, rather than just like Edgelord McEdgy.
Remember his first animated appearance in the old X-Men cartoon? Where
yes. Where does it
Wolverine menacingly?
Isn't that Morph?
Well, yeah, but Morph is like changing into all of Wolverine's old foes and like mocking him, except Deadpool, who just like approaches him menacingly, and I'm like, wow, that's weird.
If only they'd have known.
If only they'd known back then.
If
But
only.
they didn't.
The horrors that would await them.
They wanted to create the world's strongest Pokemon, and they succeeded.
Alright, isn't that getting a remake or something?
Yeah, it's getting like a CGI, like, animated version.
It is?
Yeah. It's the same movie, but
it's already in Detective Pikachu.
What?
He says Mewtwo's all...
Yeah, but we need a full CG animated version of it now. The sad thing, though, is that if they wanted to, they couldn't get, for the English dub, they wouldn't be able to get the original voice actors back, because Meow's voice actress died, like, years ago.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
I'm sure they'll get celebrities, because, you know...
Gotta get celebrities!
That's what they do now.
What an anticlimactic way to kill someone. Because the way supers work in this game, Sabo, so if you hit them and they have low health, it doesn't play the whole super. It just plays that first opening animation, and then they just fall down. And it's so fucking lame.
Lame it out like it's cross-Tekken, Dan.
Can't really do that in this game. You know what's funny? It's actually easier to lame it out in stuff like, say, Smash Brothers Melee or Street Fighter V than even Cross Tekken.
We have the watchtower, but we got a problem.
How do you lame it out in Melee? You have to throw people off. You have to throw people off a cliff.
Literally, one of the professionals' whole shtick is that he would just time people out. That was literally his whole thing.
Oh yeah, I didn't remember about that. And even in this was like in 8-minute matches.
Yeah, so for 8 minutes he would just time them out and then win.
I'm so glad Melee is dead.
Melee deserved to die years ago. The fact that it still was fucking limping around as long as it did was unacceptable in my opinion. Oh yeah, I forgot Batman is the face of the insurgency.
Risking his life to save Batman.
Of course he is.
Remember in this game, you have there are where everyone else has a good counterpart and an evil counterpart, there are just only two good Batmans.
Yes, obviously, because Batman can't be evil.
Where the only difference is one of them is racist against all Supermen.
Yeah. Oh, here's Harley letting Joker out. You know what's sad? Harley Quinn's the only character in these Injustice games who has character development.
That is sad.
She's literally the only one. It's a decent character arc, I'm not gonna lie. This is the one time you're gonna see me not insulted. This is the one thing I can say is alright.
Oh, that's another thing. We have we have Raven's VA from the show in this as well.
Oh yeah, they just like did
voice
something with her
actor.
voice.
Like her.
Yeah, they just did something with her voice.
No, I was
They
gonna.
put, like,
No, it wasn't Tara Strong the voice actress for Raven in.
Yeah, but I mean, in the game, her voice is like totally different.
Yeah,
I was gonna
because
say,
they
it's
did something. No, it's the same actress.
Oh, fair enough then.
They just did something with her voice, like voice manipulation made it sound different. I was surprised too when I learned it. I was like, wait, what?
I don't know yet. It's just a theory. Superman doesn't want theory.
But whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not like they did Raven properly in this game anyway. Why not also just fuck up the voice actress's voice with weird voice modifications?
Speaking of voice actors, so Kingdom Hearts 3 is just getting an update in Japan only,
Oh
which
yeah.
is
Hey.
which is recasting Olaf.
Speaking of Wonder Woman getting jobbed, literally Deathstroke just snuck up behind her and managed to tie her up, and then you fight Killer Frost.
This Olaf story is actually somewhat more relevant to you, Dan, as well.
Oh, you mean wait, are you talking about the, wait, hold on, Olaf, hold on, rewind, because I was too busy at the cutscene.
You tell it, Savo.
All right, so Olaf's Japanese VA from Frozen and Kingdom Hearts in Japan.
Oh yeah,
got
cocaine.
Got arrested for cocaine, and in Japan, that means your career is basically over.
Yeah, so I want to point out what I think is fucked up, is that, so he did fucking nose candy, and he's gone forever. And meanwhile, fucking pedo man, Roni Kenshin, he got like a slap on the wrist, and also his characters are still in Shonen Jump.
Well, yeah, because pedophilia is okay, but drugs is not unacceptable.
I don't give a shit if
So
someone wants to do fucking.
within day. They just released. They're releasing a patch in a couple of days that's going to like completely change his dialogue with the new VA. Like within days of this arrest.
It's so I just think it's so dumb because like I don't give a shit if someone wants to do some fucking nose candy. That's your fucking business. I don't care. But like pedophilia, I have a massive problem with. What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh, okay. They remembered Wonder Woman can get herself out of her own lasso. It just took a few minutes. Oh, they remembered she can reflect bullets. That just took a few minutes.
Offered amnesty, Deathstroke. You should have taken it.
And missed my chance to battle Superman's rebound girl.
How dare you?
Oh yeah, and there
Well, I
we
was
go.
gonna say, it's
They
more
referred her as Superman's rebound girl.
It's more relevant because the guy who is in the Yakuza spin-off game thing.
Surprise.
Oh, and there we go. He's able to best her with martial arts because her group are obsolete and predictable.
I don't think.
He can-
I don't think
he
Dan
can
cares.
just
He's still too busy
he can
being
just
pissed
par-
off about injustice.
Yeah, you're right. The game
Just
that's being
rage.
played.
Well, it's just surprising because in most of the other podcasts, you never really cared.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
there wasn't really much going on in fucking.
You just played while we bantered, but now every like 2 minutes you're like, oh my god, this makes me so mad. Ah.
It's injustice. That was the whole point.
he did this to himself.
So yeah, I don't know what the fuck you were saying. I was too busy being annoyed at the whole fucking Wonder Woman thing just a second ago that I don't think any of you heard me say.
Yeah, we heard you about how she was bested in unarmed combat.
About how she was bested by the
Which
Patriot.
by fucking Deathstroke. Deathstroke's good, but he ain't that good.
Now,
You see, he's a man. That means he can defeat
He was
her.
literally like he was literally catching her arms. Like, no, Deathstroke, you're not strong enough to do that.
didn't Deathstroke single-handedly defeat the Justice League once, including like the Flash?
Yeah, but he didn't just like start like parrying them and grabbing their hands and restraining like people with superpowers.
well, Deathstroke has a superpower. It's called swords.
I'm not impressed.
And guns. But anyway, what were you saying now that that's over?
So our last VA is somewhat more relevant because he's in that Yakuza spin-off game that was coming out.
Oh yeah, so they're delaying the U.S. release because of this.
Yeah.
Cyborg.
So then thanks our last VA, you goddamn coke fiend.
Batman, you ready?
They should just release
I mean,
it because nobody's gonna care. It's like, oh, he did coke. Okay, everybody does coke.
Yeah, we don't care in the U.S. So we're like, well, you did coke, whatever.
Yeah, but we're filthy Westerners. We are an afterthought.
That's true.
We exist we exist only because they have no choice but to tolerate our existence.
We exist because we allow it.
No, we exist because they don't have the strength to do it. Make no mistake, if Japan could, they would obliterate us all.
That's why they're trying to build giant robots. Oh, here comes Aquaman with his army of sea monsters.
That's why we had to drop bombs on the Bikini Atoll to awaken Godzilla to keep them back.
Oh my god.
It was our only chance. I mean, I joke, that is basically the plot of one of the Godzilla movies.
I'm not surprised.
What about the one where he's possessed by the ghosts of dead World War II soldiers?
Yeah, that's a weird one.
We're getting close.
Huh. I just realized, I think we're near the end of the game. Because we're invading Superman's headquarters.
I mean,
Oh
it's
well,
not-
there's always Injustice too.
Still as handsome.
Man, I sure hope nothing goes wrong when they invade that headquarters.
Nothing will go wrong.
He said if I had to find
Nothing will go wrong, and they won't have to call in a second person to help them. Who literally could
That's
have,
what happened
who
today.
according to N. Boone, is so powerful they could have ended it themselves, and they should have just brought him in the first place.
They can't trust them.
damn it.
No, it's just that one Batman, just because he's super racist to get Superman.
Coincidence?
He's like, well, my Superman went crazy and decided to kill everyone. But what makes you think ours isn't?
There is no real
Well, I mean, he gets a little better in the sequel because he lets Supergirl in the Justice League.
have a job to do.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's just to fill a quota.
I mean, it's the same logic as the Justice Lords in the original cartoon, where they're like, yes, this Superman is a crazy fascist, but only him.
The difference is, though, with Justice Lords, is that everything they did felt more like Last Resort. With Injustice, all the evil, horrible shit they do feels like the first resort. Like,
Yeah.
Shazam says, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. First instinct, fucking kill him. Not anything else. Kill. Because,
I mean, they already blew up Metropolis.
yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't Superman who blew it up.
I know, but I mean, in the Justice Lords, like Lex Luthor's about to start a nuclear war, so Superman kills him.
Yeah.
And then they decided to basically, take over the world for its own good. And here, Joker actually nukes Metropolis for reals, and then they decided to take over the world for its own good. So
Yeah, but like I
To be
said,
fair, it's also
universe is
implied.
worse?
It's also implied that there's a lot of things that we don't see with the Justice Lords, and I think there's other crap that went on where this is just like, all
also
right,
the Justice Lords don't then have like, oh, here's your Green Lantern. He's a fucking member of the Sinestro Corps now. Also, we got Black Adam here.
yeah, that's true. They were like, oh,
and Killer Frost.
he's still green.
So it's more than just that. Oh, they become crazy evil fascists because of this. It's that everything else then sort of ties into. And here's Raven embracing the power of Trigon.
He's like,
Yeah!
they're such fascists that Sinestro and Black Adam said, I'm going to be on your team now.
There's such fascists.
You're way eviler than we could ever be.
There's such fascists. They've got Trigon on their side. That thing that probably would be a far greater threat than anything they could do.
Exactly,
Since Trigon is like basically,
the devil.
yeah. And not even Superman can defeat him.
But no, Superman's all powerful. He's overpowered. There's nothing that can defeat Superman in the DC universe. All of his storylines are he just wins easy. I know this because YouTuber 747812, comic nerd, told me so, as well as every popular person whenever they make their quick Superman is overpowered joke.
I know this because Sam told me so.
But you see, Superman will never let...
Huh?
No,
Oh, I thought that was a joke. That was
Yeah,
a joke.
No,
Okay.
that was a joke. It's like Superman will never wrong.
Oh,
You know,
Gotcha.
from that movie that nobody liked.
Yeah, I get it. I get it
well,
now.
that's because it was also delivered by someone else who probably will probably has to never be graced in grace the Superman movie ever again.
That's true. Yes, that's true.
Man,
what
it's
happened,
every
what happened
week.
with him?
What, Kevin
happened with him?
Spacey?
Oh, it was Kevin Spacey.
Spacey.
Fuck, I forgot that's who it was. Never mind.
Yeah, and it's sad because he's like the perfect person to play Lex Luthor.
It was also Brandon Routh as Superman before.
Yeah,
like, you know,
before he was Atom.
Scott Pilgrim, and then became the Atom.
And then he had to, and then like I said, apparently he had to have his package digitally shrank down,
Joined the wrong side, so
which, you know,
Cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot Catgirl is just randomly part of the regime, even though it makes no goddamn sense.
Because why not?
because then how is she meant? Because then if she and Batman were on the same side, how can they have a will they, won't they?
They have them on the same side in the sequel.
not Dick Grayson.
Yeah, but
This is
yeah, but at that point, Batman's like Cinderella love interest as Superman, so
you ever were. You stopped
Yeah.
being my son when you killed Dick Grayson. He was my son.
Oh yeah,
She's
they just
basically
did the thing
pointless.
where it's like Superman's been more of a father to me than you ever were. You stopped being my son when you killed Dick Grayson. He was my son.
not biologically, but
Oh, fuck. Threw a barrel at me. Here, have a barrel. Here, have a barrel. Video games.
Do a barrel roll.
To do a barrel roll, press Z and R twice. After this fight, I'm gonna stop playing. So I just gotta beat up Damian Wayne, the best Robin, everyone's favorite Robin, actually. Everyone loves Damian Wayne.
I'm pretty sure Jason Todd is more liked than he is.
Ah, you know, you're right, you're right.
He was so unpopular they voted to kill him.
And they
Yeah.
said they would never bring him back.
And
Never,
they
ever,
lied.
ever.
But then they did.
And then they did.
But no, they would. No,
The
they
only-
didn't.
the only ones who
Superboy
died for- the only
Prime
ones who
bought
died-
it. No. DC didn't bring it back. Superboy Prime did.
The only ones that'll never dead forever. Jason Todd. Wait. Bucky. Wait. Gwen Stacy.
I mean, technically, yes.
Technically, the original version never came back, but you know now they have Spider-Gwen.
I mean, they also resurrected her before Spider-Gwen.
That was a clone, remember?
Yeah, well.
And then they killed it because that was the Clone Saga, and the Clone Saga is a
I
fucking
guess
train
Val
wreck.
coming back next.
Who?
yeah,
No,
that's
they're
right.
pretending Uncle Ben doesn't exist anymore, and they make Tony Stark Uncle Ben now.
Uncle Tony.
You're
Uncle
dead.
Ben will just have to go back to his chicken.
You okay?
Is it an Uncle Ben chicken or is it sauce or something?
I don't know. But anyway, that's where we'll stop here because we just beat up Damian Wayne, who is now dead to Bruce Wayne.
Because I don't think you can take any more.
No, because we're near an
Your
hour.
Rage. Well, I know that, but I'm just saying.
Oh no! I enjoy
This
making
is like
fun
this
of
is
this
like the
fucking...
most agitated I've heard you like ever.
I've
This
heard
The
him,
ga-
time.
I've heard him
This is-
angrier.
This is mildly annoyed. You want to see angrier? I'd have to pull out like ones where I'm playing shitty fucking games, like actually shitty games. This is just a shitty story on a decent fighter, decent. But anyway, guys, you have a good day. Damien's dead too, Batman.
Hooray.